Hello, beautiful listeners, and welcome back to Green Earth Essentials, the podcast where we dive deep into the world of natural wellness and sustainable living. I'm Michelle Jackson, and today we're taking a journey back in time to uncover the fascinating history of perfume making, essential oil extraction, and aromatherapy. We'll explore the earliest documentation of perfume making, the substances and methods our ancestors used, and how those traditions evolved into the practices we have today. So let's get started. Perfume making is one of humanity's oldest art forms, with its origins tracing back thousands of years. The earliest documentation of perfume making dates back to ancient Mesopotamia around 4,000 years ago. An ancient chemist named Taputi is often considered the first documented perfume maker. Taputi, often considered the world's first recorded chemist, is a fascinating historical figure from ancient Mesopotamia, specifically around 1200 BCE. She is mentioned in a cuneiform tablet that describes her role in perfume making, making her the earliest known perfumer. Taputi worked as an overseer in the royal palace, where she blended and distilled aromatic substances to create fragrances for rituals, ceremonies, and personal use. Taputi's methods, documented on clay tablets, provide early evidence of sophisticated chemical processes. She used flowers, herbs, resins, and oils, combining them with water or other solvents like beer or wine. Her innovative use of a form of distillation, achieved by repeatedly filtering and boiling aromatic materials, laid the groundwork for modern techniques in essential oil extraction and perfume making. The significance of Taputi's work extends beyond her technical contributions. As a woman in ancient Mesopotamia, holding a prominent and skilled position, her story highlights the advanced understanding of chemistry and the importance of women in early science and craft. Her legacy continues to inspire those interested in the historical connections between science, art, and the natural world. Archaeological evidence from ancient Egypt shows that perfume was highly valued there. In Egyptian tombs, they found alabaster perfume jars and remnants of fragrant substances like myrrh and frankincense. These perfumes were used in burial rituals to purify and honor the dead, and for spiritual practices. In fact, the Egyptians even had a god of perfume, Nefertum, who represented beauty and healing. Throughout history, certain ingredients were favored for their pleasing scents, medicinal qualities, and cultural significance. Ancient Egyptians and Mesopotamians used fragrant resins like frankincense and myrrh, herbs like rosemary and sage, and flowers such as rose and lotus. Later, the Greeks and Romans expanded the palate, incorporating spices like cinnamon and clove, as well as exotic woods and fruits. Perfumes were more than just personal fragrances. They served various purposes. They were used to mask unpleasant odors, anoint rulers and sacred objects, and aid in religious rituals. In ancient Greece, perfume was often used to anoint athletes before competitions, believed to energize and protect them. The earliest methods of essential oil extraction were fairly basic but effective. Ancient civilizations used a process called enfleurage, where fragrant flowers or herbs were placed in animal fat to absorb their aroma. They also practiced rudimentary forms of steam distillation, where steam was passed through plants to release aromatic compounds, which were then captured in the water. This process, which was refined over centuries, is still a popular method of essential oil extraction today. It wasn't until the 10th century that a Persian physician named Avicenna made significant advancements in steam distillation. He improved this process to extract essential oils with greater purity and efficiency, paving the way for the essential oils we recognize today. Many of our modern methods are inspired by historical techniques, but refined with technology to produce higher quality oils. Steam distillation, a method pioneered by Avicenna in the 10th century, has evolved significantly into a precise and efficient process in modern times. Today, the process involves placing plant material, such as flowers, leaves, or bark, in a distillation chamber. Pressurized steam passes through the chamber, causing the plant's volatile compounds to vaporize. These vapors are then carried into a condenser where they cool and separate into essential oil and water. Modern steam distillation uses advanced equipment with precise temperature controls to maximize oil yield and preserve the delicate aromatic compounds. Unlike Avicenna's time, when rudimentary setups were used, today's processes are optimized for large-scale production, ensuring purity and consistency. Despite technological advancements, the fundamental principles remain the same, linking this modern practice to its ancient origins. Oils and fragrances have a long history in religious and spiritual rituals. In ancient Egypt, priests used frankincense and myrrh in ceremonies to honor the gods and purify temples. Hinduism also incorporates fragrant oils in rituals and ceremonies, often using sandalwood for its sacred scent. In the Bible, anointing oils are mentioned multiple times, used to bless and heal. These oils were not only sacred, but were thought to hold protective and healing properties, blending the spiritual and medicinal benefits of aromatic plants. Anointing oils in the Bible hold significant spiritual, medicinal, and ceremonial importance. They were used to consecrate priests, kings, and sacred objects, as well as for healing and blessing purposes. The recipes for anointing oils were often detailed and included specific instructions about the ingredients, preparation, and use. The oils were produced with great care, as they were considered holy and not to be used for common purposes. The process often involved crushing or grinding the aromatic materials into fine powders or pastes, which were then mixed with olive oil. This meticulous preparation reflected the reverence and sanctity associated with their use. Essential oils and perfumes have always been deeply intertwined with medicine and healing practices, from ancient Chinese and Ayurvedic traditions to Greek and Roman medicinal uses. Aromatherapy, as we call it today, was used to improve emotional and physical well-being, with different scents associated with specific health benefits. In today's world, we still hold many of the same beliefs about essential oils and fragrances as our ancestors. Essential oils like lavender, eucalyptus, and peppermint are used for their calming, energizing, and soothing properties, much like how they were used in ancient times. Steam distillation, a method practiced since Avicenna's time, is still one of the primary methods of essential oil extraction, especially for plant-based oils. Today, we're also blending historical practices with modern applications. For example, using essential oils in diffusers to fill a space with fragrance is a modern twist on the ancient practice of burning incense. Adding oils like frankincense and myrrh to our skincare routines revives the traditional use of these oils for their healing properties. If you're looking to add a touch of history to your daily routine, try incorporating these ancient practices into your life. You might create a personal fragrance by blending a few drops of essential oils like rose, sandalwood, and myrrh with a carrier oil just as ancient perfumers did. This DIY approach allows you to connect with historical practices while crafting a unique, natural scent tailored to you. Another way to honor tradition is by using essential oils in a warm bath. The Greeks and Romans were known for their bathing rituals, often adding aromatic oils to promote relaxation and cleanse the body. Simply add a few drops of lavender or eucalyptus oil to your bathwater for a soothing spa-like experience at home. For those interested in spiritual or mindfulness practices, consider using oils with a history of ceremonial use, like frankincense or sandalwood, during meditation or yoga. Ancient cultures used these oils to create a calming, sacred environment, a tradition we can still appreciate today. Modern science is beginning to validate what ancient cultures already knew. Research shows that certain essential oils can indeed support emotional well-being, promote relaxation, and even aid in managing pain and nausea. For example, lavender oil has been widely studied for its calming effects, shown to reduce anxiety levels, while peppermint oil can help soothe headaches and digestive issues. These findings give new significance to the centuries-old practice of aromatherapy, bridging ancient wisdom and modern science. So, the next time you reach for an essential oil or a natural fragrance, remember that you're participating in a tradition that's thousands of years old. Essential oils and perfumes have shaped cultures, connected people to the natural world, and served as medicine, fragrance, and ritual across the ages. It's fascinating to see how these age-old practices continue to bring us benefits today in both our physical health and emotional well-being. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the history of perfume and essential oils. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider supporting Green Earth Essentials on Patreon. Your support allows us to keep sharing natural wellness tips, historical insights, and sustainable living advice with our community. You can find us at patreon.com/Green Earth Essentials. Thanks for listening, and until next time, may you find beauty and healing in the natural world around you. This is Michelle Jackson, signing off.